Barnabas Collins has come back to the past to save the lives of two people in the future. But for him, there will be neither present nor future. For he is the captive of Count Ptolemy, and the four walls of his coffin have become his prison.
Yes, this arrangement will do very well. We can give our distinguished friend the attention he requires more easily here than we could in the West Wing.
He'll be very surprised when he finds himself here when he wakes.
I don't think so, Aristide. Barnabas Collins and I have been at war for quite a long while. This is one more battle in that war. But it is the last one. And it will go on until he gives me what I want.
It won't be easy to convince him to give up his mission that brought him to this time.
Oh, it will be difficult. But I assure you, I shall do it.
How?
Military strategy, my boy. I shall do what one does to win any crucial battle. Increase the pressure. Intensify the enemy's discomfort until he can bear it no longer. Until he has no choice but to surrender.
How are you going to increase the pressures, Excellency?
Thus far, only those whom Barnabas Collins cares for in this time have suffered. Now I shall attack from another side. Hit him from both directions, so to speak. Catch him in a pincers from which he cannot escape until he gives me what I want. Now I shall start working on those whom Barnabas Collins loves in his own time.
But you can't see that time, Excellency. How are you going to know who those people are?
Barnabas Collins mentioned one name. With that one name, with the knowledge of that one person, I can begin my attack. My attack that will make Barnabas Collins realize he must go back to his own time. And take me with him.
Who is that person, Excellency?
Why, David Collins, of course.
To save a dying David Collins in the present, Barnabas has gone back into the past and been trapped in his own coffin by Count Ptolemy, who refuses to let him out until he agrees to take him to the present. To convince the unwilling Barnabas, Ptolemy plans to use or destroy anyone he must. And to begin his campaign of horror, he has caused Jameson Collins to be possessed by the dying David.
Jameson's going to die unless you save him.
I, Mr. Collins?
I know you can. And besides, you owe it to him.
What an interesting and presumptuous idea.
Oh, why is it presumptuous? He did your work for you when you were too weak to look for the hand yourself. Surely you owe him something for that.
What I wanted, I took. I owe the boy nothing.
All right. You owe him nothing. And I apologize for thinking there were any human feelings in your heart.
And you, Mr. Collins, are so very human. I find that extraordinary. The question is, do I find it extraordinary enough to save the boy?
And do you?
To be brutally frank, Mr. Collins, I don't know.
Quentin.
I'm here, Jameson. Right here.
The Quentin he's calling for, is that you?
Yes.
But how can that be? You told me he's possessed by a David Collins who lives in the year 1969.
He is possessed completely.
Yet that David Collins calls to you.
Collinwood in the year 1897. The night is almost over, and Barnabas still lies chained in his coffin, prisoner of the Count Petofi. During the hours of darkness, Barnabas has pitted his powers against Petofi's, but to no avail. Petofi has destroyed his hold over Beth-She'vez by showing her a vision of the dreadful future that awaits her if she should ever come to Barnabas Collins again.
This is the very last time you will go to him.
But I must go to him when he calls me. He is my master.
He was your master. He is your master no longer. Turn your back on him. Turn your back on him now, Beth-She'vez, or you will die and spend eternity as a vampire. She came to you because you are powerful. She left you because I am more powerful. Surely, Mr. Collins, you realize that you have no choice, that there's no one left to help you, that you must take me with you to the future.
Collinwood before the turn of the century. For many months, Quentin Collins has managed to keep his terrible secret from all but a handful of people. Now one of these, a young woman who has come to live at Collinwood, has become determined to expose Quentin to the world. But on this night, a third party has intervened, the mysterious Count Petofi.
You. I knew I heard your voice.
My dear Miss Trask, I'm delighted to see you.
Don't you dare to be polite to me, Mr. Finngibbons. Get out. Immediately. If you don't, I shall summon my father.
No, my dear, I don't think you'll summon your father or anyone else.
How dare you?
Tell me, Miss Trask, are you enjoying your stay at Collingwood? Or are the problems too much for you? The responsibilities too weighty for your fragile shoulders? Tell me, Miss Trask, have I guessed right? What a pity. You can't tell me. You've lost your voice. Too bad. Perhaps I can help you. I am said to have a very healing touch.